Hello, Nicole here for Australian Bass Tournaments. It's been an exciting day here for the first session of the 2023 Rapala BASS Australian Open. We're here in Grafton on the Clarence River. Huge arena, lots of water for the guys to fish, lots of movers and shakers. Let's catch up with some of the guys now and see how their days went. First up, let's catch up with Steve Morgan. Hey Steve, so how'd you go? Sitting at the top of the leaderboard. It was throwing all your eggs in one basket plan today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I fished a long way away from the start, all the way in the Esk River, which is, I just checked on my GPS, it's about 80 to 85 kilometres up to where the fish were. So real danger of getting stranded at the mouth of it. I nearly put the boat on the sandbank this morning, but I did get in. It was tough for the first few hours, but I found a little stretch in the end where the big ones started coming in. So if I can get in there tomorrow, watch out, I should be able to do some more damage. The cool thing was, though, all of the fish that counted came on a Rapala Shad Rap Elite 55. It's the lure that we got in the angler bag last night, and I tied it on. That sponsor karma thing works. Rapala shirt, 13 fishing hat, Shad Rap Elite, pow. That's how you do it.
Thank you, Steve. Let's go see who else we can catch up with now.
Tommy Slater, you're trying to regain the title of Daiwa's best bass angler, mate, and it went pretty well for you today.
Yeah, look, I think I pulled a bit of a fluke on that one, to be honest. I had not much at 11 and ran back up here and caught my fifth, and then upgraded a few times, and then caught two just over 40 and a 39.5 off the same snag. So,
well, they happen to be kickers here this weekend, so relatively it doesn't matter. They're big fish.
Yeah, I just got to find out, probably do something different tomorrow, because I don't think you'll catch those same fish. They're residents, so got to find something to do tomorrow to catch you, I think.
There you go, mate. My only suggestion is put a lure on which was in your Rapala sponsor bag, because I did not catch a fish this morning until I threw one of them on, and then I caught fish all day after that. So it was the Shad Rap Elite 55, mate. I know you're a Daiwa guy, but if you want to catch a fish, put one on.
Beetle spin's working pretty good for me. I'll stick with that.
There you go. Mike Nelson, you're dangerous on this river. You've won 2 events here, and you're sitting up in striking distance again today. Any missed opportunities?
Only one missed opportunity today. I cast into a snag, hooked him up, fell off, cast back in, lure's gone over a little rush or a leaf. He's hit it. As soon as it's hit the water, snapped me off. So that was good. It would have been a good 40, 45 centimetre fish, which would have been great to have. Other than that, just, hard yakka all day. You're an angler sponsored by Rapala and 13 Fishing. Bit of sponsor karma kicking in, mate. What was your pick of the 13 Fishing gear today you threw? Throwing the Rapala BX Brats. That was the main Rapala lure today. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we'll good luck tomorrow.
Cool, thanks.
Braden Shue, you love the Clarence, mate. Last time you were here, 50 grand worth of boat, straight into your skyrocket. You're doing all right today, 4th place at the moment. Are you doing different things that you did at the grand final?
Yes and no. Like, I'm fishing the same areas. Like, I love that stretch around Elmara and just down there. Like, I'm very comfortable in that area, so I like to stick there. And just throwing different baits, I guess. So to what I was at the grand final, that was a very junk fishy weekend. I've kind of found a bait that's working. And it was a little bit slower today. Pre-fish wasn't too bad yesterday, but had a big lull there for a while in the middle of the day. But ended up just getting a nice one at the end, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Tell us about adjustments you need to make. From what you've learnt today, are there any adjustments you think you can use to catch more and bigger fish tomorrow?
Yeah, there are. I think that last fish kind of told me something that, like, I've been cycling banks and banks that I fished yesterday. So probably what I found was that last fish that I caught, you can see on my hummingbird where I peeled off, and then it was about 20 metres past that I caught that one. So I think tomorrow, fresh banks and just fish.
Wing it and ding it.
Correct.
Joey Urquhart, you're in one of the smaller boats in the fleet, but you are right up on the leaderboard like you like being, mate. Good day for you out there today.
Yeah, mate, it was a bit of a grind. I fished pretty hard, burnt lots of fuel. It was a bit dicey coming back then. I was like, man, I hope I make it back. I left me late run pretty late, but I'm going to have to do the same thing tomorrow, cut it fine to get that last bit of the tide down the river, because I'm fishing a long way away.
How far do you run today?
Probably 45 k's each way, something like that. So yeah, she's a pretty big round trip. So.
And how nasty is it coming back against that southeaster on that big Almara stretch?
Yeah, it's not real nice. Just stash everything off the front deck and hang on.
Did you break anything today?
No, it was actually a pretty good day. I don't think I broke anything, so that was pretty good.
There's always one day left, mate. Always one day to go.
Tomorrow.
Glenn Bailey, good to meet you, mate. Where are you from?
From Ballina, Steve.
Oh, so this is like your local, nearly.
Yeah, close enough, mate. Yeah.
You were off to a great start this morning. The first time I checked the leaderboard today when I got some service, bang, you're up on top there. You had a good early bite.
Had a real good early bite with the run-outs tide, Steve, and did really well with the first 5 or 6 that I caught, and then once the tide turned, obviously things narrowed off a bit and the wind blew up as normal. So
Well, you should have an hour more tide tomorrow morning, so that should suit your pattern.
let's hope so, Steve.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, buddy.
Tegan Heath, this morning you were saying the places that you were going to fish, you'd have to not respect your boat much to get in there, mate. Did you fish some evil country today?
Yeah, I did, mate. I was bogged well and truly there at one stage, so yeah, I think it was worth the trip. I wasn't sure looking at the scores there. There's not a lot of big fish caught, so yeah, probably a good call going up there, I suppose. So.
You're local on the river here, mate. Why is the fishing a little tough at the moment? We're used to coming down here post-flood. There's been big fish everywhere. Why are they a little bit tight at the moment?
I just don't think the big ones are down here yet. Yeah, I think they're probably still up, maybe waiting for a bit of rain. I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely plenty of little fellas around town and everywhere in between. So yeah, take someone to get that big one tomorrow, I suppose.
Well, good luck tomorrow, mate.
That's fine.
Brian Everingham, currently sitting on the event's big bass, a 43 centimetre fish, mate. You know what that's worth in the Open?
I've got no idea.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, isn't it? Hey?
Unless you catch it on a Rapala product. But let's rewind a little bit, because top 9 places get paid money, at least $1,000 for the last place. So it probably is worth something, really.
Yeah. So it might be a bit of going for big fish tomorrow, I think, and just try and. I don't care if it's only one. I'm just going to go and sit there on a big jig and just constantly annoy them, I think.
Now, have you got, you're going to let go any information of how that big fish bit? I know you like catching them on a jig upriver. Did it happen as per the script?
Definitely not. I was down to my last spot. I got a milk run that I do all the way up to Copenhagen. I didn't quite get to Copenhagen this time. I'd hit pretty much 20 spots, and it was the last spot, and I was on my way back down. I'd gone, bugger it, I've got to do it. Pulled up there, and I could see something sitting on the live scope. Dropped it in, and I just watched it swim straight to the bottom, pick it up, snap. Yeah, nice. I didn't realise as big as it was, but yeah, no. Very next cast, measured that one, did all the thing. Very next cast, 38 centimetre brim.
Wow.
So,
brim?
Brim, yeah. I got photos of that too.
Yeah, you should be a brim guy, mate.
I don't know about that. Hey, but yeah, no, it was tough. Don't get me wrong, it was tough. It was one bite an hour for myself, and it was just, yeah, methodically fished the snags. I could see them in there. It was just a matter of getting the presentation right and right in their face. So yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Dane Price, always dangerous no matter where you are in Australia, sitting in the top 10 again, mate. And guess what? The top 9 get checked, so you're in a good position for a payday tomorrow.
Yeah, it wasn't looking like that for a while. It was a pretty late finish, but yeah, happy to be in the top 10.
Let me have a guess. You caught some fish today on jigs?
Yeah, well, I didn't start like that, and then I caught not much, and then I went to the same spot I started and threw a jig and it worked, so I should just stick to what I know maybe.
Exactly. Coach says, stick to what you know tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks.
Big Horn, channeling the sponsors karma. You're in the top 10, fishing for 13 fishing here, mate. How did your day go in the water?
It was a bit of a grind. I actually started off all right. I got 4 fish pretty quick, and then I struggled after that. I probably didn't catch a fish for another 4 hours, and mind games were going on, but I pretty much stuck to my guns, and I had a plan before the weekend, and I pretty much did that all day and stayed with the same lure, and I was still getting bites, but they just weren't converting. So hopefully, I'm in an area where there's fish. I just hope that they convert to fish tomorrow. So
what 13 or Rapala product are you using to get the fish in the boat?
Obviously, all the 13 rods, so the Omens and the Muse Blacks, and again the bait casters. Today I was running the C2 and the Inception Sports. Bit of a secret lure that Rapala's got coming later on in the year is the one that's been doing the damage for me. So
the one that if you say now in front of everyone you'll get sacked?
Pretty much, yeah. Timmy will fire us in a big way. So
yeah. All right, mate. Well, that's good news for when that lure is released around after time, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And we're all pretty excited about it. And they've been catching good fish. So stay tuned in about 3 or 4 months' time.
That's a long lead up.
Yeah, 100% it is. But
worth the wait?
Yeah, bloody oath it is.
Chris Hickson, you came up the bank thinking that was a sucky day. You said it was terrible, mate. What went on out in the water with you?
I didn't have an electric motor all day. It was bloody hard work, to be honest. I snuck up a little creek this morning. I thought I know there's plenty of little fish in there. I caught 3 pretty quick and coming back out, I don't know what actually happened. I don't think I hit anything, or I don't think I sort of got caught on anything. We were getting caught in a lot of crap, like, don't get me wrong, we were getting taken. Electric stopped working, no, left, right, all the buttons all work, no go forward. So from then on, it was the 225 running all day and just kicking in and out of gear to try and stay on a bank.
Any messages for Ollie, like get that thing fixed?
No, it's probably my fault. Although lack of maintenance probably didn't help. I'll blame Wally, but you can't complain too much when you use car, boat and gear. So,
Yeah, but still, Wally, get it fixed, will you?
Yeah. There was a lot of fish where I was today. There was also even more that just aren't biting. They're just not interested. It seemed to be like you pull up on a spot and you pull one, that's it.
Yep.
Go to another spot, pull one, that's it. And then I was just doing the rounds. But yeah, I pulled that one up right in front of Cap, actually. Literally right in front of him.
It's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, I was pretty happy. I don't know how happy he was, but I was pretty happy.
What tactical change tomorrow to go advancing up that leaderboard?
I don't know. I really would like to throw a little bit more surface. I don't really know if the surface bite is red hot, but there was a lull in that wind that sort of came through, and I picked up a buzzbait again. Didn't get anything, but I don't know. I'd like to do that tomorrow, and then I'll just do the same stuff, I think, and pull the one that eats.
How often do you want to do something and then the bass go, well, Keegs wants to do it, we'll jump on? All the time?
Yeah, I'd like to say all the time. It can happen more this weekend if it wants to, yeah.
Good on you, mate. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Morgo.
Mitchell Cone, you won the last qualifier we had on the river here, so you'd be one of the favourites, mate. But every time you get towed in at the end of a session, it's probably not the greatest of days, is it?
I didn't get towed in. No, I made it back on electric power. Just no combustion engine.
So was that run out of fuel?
Run out of fuel, mate. Yep.
So you got you organised it nearly good enough.
Yeah, I reckon I was about 10 minutes shy. The wind. I didn't allow for the wind, otherwise I would have been fine.
So you must have done some kilometres today, and how many fish did you catch?
3 fish, 5 bites, 3 fish. Yeah, I was chasing big ones. I wasn't trying to fill limits. So yeah, that's the end of the story.
Tomorrow, what happens? More swinging hard, or are you going to try and get a limit?
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, you've done days where you've shanked the first day and done well the second day, aka Glenn Maggie this year. You know, you can come from nowhere to win these things, mate. Why don't you try that?
Oh, you never say never, but yeah, my big bites, I never caught a fish under 37 yesterday, and I never caught one over 33 today. So they're there, they live there. So who knows? Tomorrow's a different story.
Are bass bastards?
Yes, they are.
They're bastards. So Nicole's gone to do the important job now of checking all of the anglers' results as they come in, and the anglers don't leave the site until they're happy that what's on the scoreboard reflects what they actually caught. So, but what we are going to do this afternoon is answer some of the important life questions, one of which being, which of the Morgan brothers is a better bass fisherman? Timmy?
I think it's the eldest, Mr. S. Morgan.
Today, it changes. Cool thing was, caught all of my fish today on that 55mm Shad Rap Elite, the new lure that Grafton Firearms are the only ones in Australia that got at the moment, have they?
Yeah, we just landed them. We actually brought them down with us, so all the anglers have got them, and it's great that you have it. The Shad Rap 55 Elite, I caught my first fish ever on a Shad Rap back in about, I don't know, in the 80s sometimes. First fish on a lure. But these are new and improved, so the finish on them is next level. They're super strong. I know with the original ones, they didn't hold up to straying conditions. These ones will, and it's great to see that you're whacking some fish on them.
I've noticed they're very snag resistant. You can work them right through the snags without fear that they're going to hang up all the time. It's something about the buoyancy and the way they sit and that sort of square bill that keeps them out of the skin.
The square bill is definitely what helps it. So the BX Brats, which is a full small square bill, is very good for us. These have got a smaller bib on them with that square side, really lets you work it through that structure.
Well, if they're that good, tie one on tomorrow.
I will. I tied one on today. I'm not. You're the best.